tolerated. Speakers who use such comments will be giving up the right to speak and will be asked to sit down and leave the room. This is not a debate, it is a listening session. Please avoid verbal approval or dissatisfaction on the ongoing subject. In other words, when people talk, we appreciate it, no booing or applauding. Be considerate of others who wish to speak. You have 1 minute to speak on your topic. We will give you a signal, and you have 5 seconds left in your speech. A group member will take your comment and question sheet after you have spoken. Speakers may make their comments in the form of a question or opinion. The committee will record the questions and will not attempt any form of answer at tonight's hearings. Please try to avoid repetition of what has been already said. There's a number of people wishing to speak, and there is a time limit. Please silence all cell phone, beepers, pagers, or other noise-making devices. Thank you.
All right, I'm Sergeant Gavrielos, Crosse Police Department. My role tonight is going to be enjoyable because for most of my life, my name has been hammered, so I get to probably rock some of your names. I'll do my best. Like I said, what I'll do is I'll call you up. Please start with the microphone. You have a minute to speak. If you come out, we'll raise your hand in 5 seconds. At which point, someone will go ahead and grab your survey. And I guess, yeah, the committee, thanks for coming. And we hope that this can be productive. That's the whole purpose of this thing, is to make this one productive. So, with that being said, Brian Simpson, you are up.
I'm Brian Simpson. I live on Travis Street on 1545. This morning when I left my house at 3:30 to go to work, the 31 houses on Travis Street, there were 13 cars parked along the side of the street, less than half. Over on Hyde Ave, between 16th and 14th, there were 32 houses and only 14 cars parked there this morning. So obviously parking in my neighborhood is not a problem. You called it an issue. We didn't have an issue until this all came out. And if there's one thing that I know about criminals, they pay attention to the parking laws. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. Next up, and I'm sorry I can't read your first name, Arisa Simpson.
Parking problem in my neighborhood, and never had a parking problem in my neighborhood. I just want to say that I look at the handout we had today, and these are all cities that have yearly extensions. I see a common theme that the regulations on the cities are around campus. I understand they want to tiptoe around the issue of the city campus problem, but that's where I see parking situations, and I don't think it would be unfair to regulate around campus, given the fact that, as Ms. Sullivan has said, we're the only city with campus that does not regulate parking around the campus system. So I don't think it would be unfair to regulate where the common actually is and not subject to what some cities does.
Thank you, ma'am. Lynn Miller.
I live in 17th and Madison, and we do not have talking neighbors, and we're very little tall with this. And we haven't had any problems in our neighborhood. And I just agree with the citizens with what they have to say. Oh, it's good. Hear me? Okay. Sorry, you hear myself? I live on 17th and Madison, and in talking with my neighbors, there has not been any problem with the parking, and we're all pretty aware of what's going on in the neighborhood. We have a good association, and I don't quite understand. I can see the campus problem, and I agree with the Simpsons with what they had to say. And I just think we don't need one policeman there to have an ordinance telling me I can't sit on my front porch. I think we just ordinance ourselves in the city way too much. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I believe Richard Allenby is next.
My name is
Richard Allenby. I live on 7th and Ferry. We do have a little bit of a parking problem, however, that has absolutely nothing to do with people coming from other places or commuters or anything like that. We simply have a fair number of people on our block who need to park and who do live there. And what I'm seeing in a lot of this would make it very, very difficult for us to actually park on the street. If alternate side parking is enacted, then I have to park at least several blocks away because there is simply no room for us, the residents. I have many friends up in this area, and the idea of needing to call the city parking department, just to let them know that I'm going to be visiting a friend past 11 o'clock, it's ridiculous.
Thank you, sir. Gerald Foss.
My name is Daryl Foss. I live at 2221 South 23rd Street here in Crosse. I boldly and proudly say I blatantly disagree with what's going on with this proposal. This proposal is blatantly overreach of the government as far as I'm concerned. What we need to do as far as it goes is hold those that are accountable for what is causing this problem as far as parking issues. Considering it would be, I consider university, certain businesses, and certain schools that need to upgrade their needs for parking for the city. If we were to take care of those issues first, we wouldn't need alternate street parking, alternate side parking as far as it goes from 11 to 7. That's already an overreach of what is done in the wintertime. It's an overreach concerning 2-hour parking for people who want to have celebrations at their homes, whether it's Christmas or whatever else. I shouldn't need permission. Shouldn't need permission to call someone, tell someone as far as it goes, hey, my daughter's going to stay overnight with my grandson. We shouldn't need permission for any reason whatsoever. This is an overreach.
Thank you, sir. Gary Podesky.
Hi, Gary Podesky, 25 20th Street South. I'll just lean over. I'm flexible, I can't like First of all, as far as this forum about other cities, I don't care about other cities. I live in La Crosse, Wisconsin. This is God's country, and that's why a lot of these young adults go to school here. Second of all, as far as the sweep, I was a night sweeper for 1.5 years. We only had certain areas where there was a problem. Then with the alternate side parking for 6 months, that problem was taken care of. As far as the leaves, if you have the leaf, the problem with that, and as far as the neighborhoods, you go out, you put out certain areas for just that day, you coordinate with the street department, they go suck up the leaves. As far as starting the cars, they talk about sustainability, and now you want to have people go out and start cars and move them around. Instead of God's country, we'll be the blue fog city. And then another thing, they talked about Wisconsin having a brain fade as far as all these young, bright students leaving the state of Wisconsin. You have a lot of young, bright students in this area who may want to stay in La Crosse. Why would they? They're going to say, you didn't want us when we were students. We graduated. We're smart. We're getting the heck out of town. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thanks, Gary.